Nowadays, sports fans, we are with Trevin Five-Star Jones here on GSPN. Trev, congratulations. I mean, you just like blew everyone away yesterday with your UFC debut. How are you feeling about 24 hours after that big fight?
Man, it feels crazy, man. Just a couple of days ago, I was not a UFC fighter, and now I'm a UFC fighter today, man. It's still sinking in. I'm still a regular guy right now. I'm still the same regular guy.
You know, Trev, you've if there's one word I can say about you, it's been persistence. I mean, for years you've been calling out, Shelby and Dana White on your social media, just almost to the point of begging to get in there. Now you finally, number one, what made you finally make that move to Vegas and just be there, the knocking at the door?
Well, I saw guys get in the UFC, and I believed I was better than them, and it was happening. And I said, man, I know I'm better than these guys, man. I'm better than these guys. And I just got on the plane, man. And it's crazy because I watched Mark Striegel get on a plane 2 days before me. I watched Mark Striegel get on a plane 2 days before me, and I said, oh, yeah, you're getting on a plane? I'm getting on a plane, too. And then it was my fate, man. It was my fate. It was my time. It was my destiny that day.
Did you tell them that you took
Amen, brother. For PXC fans, they both know that you and Mark Striegel are PXC stars. It was just ironic that you replaced him. Unfortunately, testing positive for COVID. But again, that shows how you are ready. Going into it mentally, going up against a highly touted opponent, and when they finally said, "Hey, man, we need a replacement. Get your butt in there." I mean, how psyched were you for that?
Man, it was so fast. I had so much weight to cut. I had so much medical appointments to do in the 1 day of cutting weight that all I had. I cut about 16 pounds in about a day and a half. I had to do like 7 medical appointments that I didn't look at my opponent. I didn't know who I was fighting. Nothing until I already made weight. Then I said, okay, let me see a little video on this guy. And then that's all we had time for is the little reads that we had. But we already knew he was a good opponent. I do research on not only my opponent, but who my opponents fought. And I look who they fought. I get a little bit into detail to see I can get the toughness. And he was a very legit opponent. Pretty much top 10, top 15 fighter in the UFC. I say, man, they said if he beat me or Mark Striegel, he was going to go straight to the top 15 or something like that. Number 1 prospect coming out of Russia. So training with Frankie Edgar and all the other Winkle John Camp and all the other talented guys. So it was the real deal. But I wasn't focused on him in those 2 days, man. When the time come, they said, Trev, you have 2 days, a day and a half to make 140 pounds. And that's the only limit we're giving you. You have to make this weight. You take it or you leave it. And I put my foot on the gas, man. We gave everything in the day and a half. We gave everything. Like, I had to take all my years of experience and put it into one moment. Like, without the ups and downs and the begging and everything that I've been through, I don't think an undefeated fighter could have completed this moment. I don't think an undefeated fighter I don't think a 15-0, a 10-0 fighter could have completed what I completed in 2 days, because he would have never had the determination in him like that. He would have already been like, okay, I'm good. My time is coming. He would have never been taking the risk that I took. So I don't think an undefeated fighter that had never been down before could have completed what I completed in that day and a half, running around Vegas in 117 degrees, getting out of the car with the sauna suit on after an appointment, running in 100-some degrees to sweat, going to the weigh-ins, weighing at 140.5 pounds, and then they tell you you have to make 140 pounds flat or the fight's off. Your UFC career is not even going to go on. You got to put back on a sauna suit and get back outside and run around the Apex Arena now. And I pulled off some crazy things that I didn't even think can pull off. It's only like make-believe until you really do it, but some things you believe can really happen, man.
Good stuff, brother. Hey, by the way, how much did you weigh about 2 days prior to the fight?
I was 156 when they called me.
Wow.
When they called me, I was
taking that. Yeah, so taking that into account, I mean, that's usually fighters say that's the biggest challenge, right? Is that weight cut. Now you go into the competition. You're in there against one of the highly touted Russian fighters. Man, and he was pretty impressive. I mean, that first round, he put on a display.
Yep.
Talk
He
about
was really
the
good.
willpower. Yeah, talk about the willpower that you had to endure that, and then to end up the first round with that takedown.
Yeah, man, he got me with a nice push kick to the stomach. That was the only thing that really hurt. I didn't really care about my head. I didn't really care about my leg, anything. I just wanted to protect my body, and I know I could stay in there. I knew I was tough. I wasn't going to quit. The ref had to take him out. The ref had to stop the fight. But, yeah, I know he was a very good fighter, and he was very flashy. I know what everyone likes. He had that sauce. He had that style, but it's how hard you get hit and keep coming. It's how hard you get hit and keep coming. I know if I got him to slow down to the pace that I had with the weight cut that I had, that I will hit him hard. I just knew for some reason I can hit this guy hard. Experience played a factor. I knew guys that moving like that a lot, that they don't want to get hit much. They want a point fight too. My corners knew that coming into the second round. They told me, now you put pressure now. Now you hit him now. You took all his best shots. Now you, and right when I threw just one fake leg kick, check hook, he landed like 90 punches. I landed one, and that's all it was.
That's the one, huh?
That's what we needed.
Just looking for that opening. That's right. That's right.
Looking
hey, real
for
quick,
the opening.
you know, your boys there, Drew, Kyle. I mean, it's coming. You know, watching here back home, having your boys in the corner. It felt so good watching the three of you back once again, making the pinnacle of MMA and the UFC. How much did that mean to you, having your two boys right there with you?
Dude, man, I right now I can't stop thinking these guys enough, man. It wasn't even me that kept me in it. Everybody think, hey, Trev, you kept yourself in it. These guys kept me in it, man. These guys didn't want to make me quit. Drew was like manager of the year, man, with the paperwork and with the doctor appointment, with the driving me, with the pouring water on my head, I was just like, with the massaging the legs at every appointment, holding the chair. Man, he was just amazing, man. He deserved everything, man. He deserves a whole lot, man. Kyle was just on me. He's like the mentor guy. He's like, you're going to do this. You're going to stay there. No, we're not giving this up. And so I had the perfect combination. I had the paperwork, management, smart, legit, fast-paced guy, and I had the guy that can make me work, get in my head. So it was the perfect two combinations of friends to have for such an amazing moment, man. I'm just so happy that I was able to get it done for them, especially because, man, the real fight was they fought the real fight just as long as me, man. The way they kept me in it, the way they kept me not quitting, the way they took me to cut weight, the way they forced me to cut weight, that this was everything I worked for. They were the real MVPs, man. I just got out there and, got the shine, but there was a lot behind that shine.
Have you guys been able to talk about, hey, wow, look at how far we've come, back in the gym, back in, almost 10 years ago when you guys all started together? Have you guys had a chance to sit down and talk about that?
Yeah, I went on Instagram early this morning for the first time, and I saw Boom. He was like super motivated, like he was running and working out. Yeah, man. Of course, we had our little jump around, man. These are my friends. We talk trash. We say what we can do, and to actually go out there and do something like that. We know we had a tough opponent, man. They were just so proud of me. It was very overwhelming, man. Yeah, the three of us, we definitely jumped around, man. But we didn't jump around enough, man. Everyone went back home. We hung out for a little bit, had dinner. Everyone went back home. I think as the days come, it'll be a lot more talking and jumping around. But, yes, we definitely got into that. But we wanted to leave it happy. We didn't want to get emotional right away. So we'll let it come.
Right on, right on. Hey, everyone's proud of you getting the $50K bonus. All of that stuff. Just out of curiosity, you don't have to mention any promotions, but prior to this, what was your biggest paycheck in a fight?
ACA, man. ACA, they pay real good too. ACA feel real good. The amount?
Yeah, man.
20,000. Okay.
All right. So good uptick from that. So congratulations on that. Finally, I know you're still feeling, the highs of your fight. have you thought about, or has the UFC asked you about the future, how many fights you're going to do? And have you thought about settling down in Vegas with the boys for a little bit just to concentrate more? Or are you planning to come home and carry on with your training here?
Yeah, man, home has good training. I'll be coming back home soon, but yeah, I'll be back right out. I'll have to get on training right away. There'll be no time for slacking. So I'll be back and forth a lot. I'm coming up with those big plans right now. It's not really a easy decision to make right away. Like we said, we knew everything was coming, but we didn't know it was gonna come like it did. But yeah, we'll take time. We'll figure it out. But there'll be definitely be back and forth. I'm gonna be fighting elite guys now, so I'm gonna need elite training. But like I said, everything that I did was elite guy with Guam training. I was able to get it done. You know, we got skills too over there, but you know, I'm gonna be mixing it up back and forth, getting high level partners. So because I gotta beat high level guys, not one, consistently. So yeah, me and the boys are gonna be together a lot more now, getting a lot more trained. They're very motivated now too. They are very motivated. That's all they're talking about. So, you know, we'll see how the future goes. We want to just, you know, stay happy, be happy about this moment, but we know like the work's not done. We know there has to be a lot more wins. We know we have to still stay focused. We know that we know how the game works, man. The shine is when it's bright, but there is downtime, so we're not looking to have no downtime. So we have to stay focused and always shine bright.
Hey, bonus question, man. Number 5 on the Sports Center top 10 plays of the day. How do you feel about that, man?
Yeah, man, it's good. They saw that comeback. They saw that heart. They haven't seen that comeback and that heart in a while, I guess. They're like, wow. But to me, he was a lot more pretty than anything, man. Like, I train with Boom. I train with people in Guam that hit me harder than that. Like, it was just on a high-level stage and a high-level profile. But I've been through that many times in training, and I still fight back in training. When we set out rounds, we don't. You can get finished 4 or 5 times in that round. The round still goes on. You got round 2, you got round 3, you got round 4, you got round 5. So that was just getting through the round and making it to the next round and putting a statement on it. That's all that was. So it was great, man.
Hey, thanks for taking some time out. Trevin 5-star Jones with a huge victory yesterday in his UFC debut. GSPN and the entire island is happy for you, brother. Very proud for our fighter, homegrown fighter, Trev Jones. Hey, take care, and we'll see you when you get home.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys. GU, number 1, baby.